Hey, it's Erica. Welcome back to the channel, Unofficial Tourism Board. We wanted to show a few things that we are preparing for our road trip. We're going to start with safety, and then we're going to go to some like fun things that we have and just some things that we thought might be useful for you as you're doing a road trip or considering a road trip. So many of the ones on TV or on YouTube I saw were for kids, like a bunch of things for the kids, or just like bring your favorite snack. So I wanted to talk a little bit about some road safety things that we find really useful over the road trips that we have taken in the American West, where things are sometimes a little off-roady, a little we've been on some precarious non-paved roads, and so some things that we find helpful. So the first is this tire plug kit. I just got this one at Walmart. They're about 10 bucks. If you do get a puncture and you are someplace where you cannot immediately go either get a tire or get it fixed professionally, this will do in a pinch if you just need to go a little bit down the road. In that same vein, this guy, which is the tire inflator. So this has got the air. You can also use this as an air pump if you have like a floaty that you need to inflate, or a air mattress or something like that. You can also use it for this, but we use it for tires. This has come in handy on more than one occasion. When one memorable time in Wyoming, we could not find a single gas station that had an air compressor. Very frustrating. So we always keep this, and we actually keep this underneath here in the spare tire compartment so that it's kind of all together and we know where everything is. Sticking with safety, a few things I just picked up. Windshield repair kit. We have literally never gone on a road trip out west where we did not get a chip in the windshield. So this is definitely something that we are going to put in the car and keep in the car. Most are not a problem and you don't need to fix immediately, but if they are big enough to fix immediately, this will give you a chance to do that. I also picked up this guy, which is the cut your seatbelt and or break a window. We don't have a lot of like, oh, you might need to break your window so that you don't drown here in Utah. But if you do, I just got one. I actually got a 2-pack, one for each of our cars, just in case. Just felt like an easy safety thing to throw in there for, about $8. And then I also just picked up this, which is the charging cables. What do you call it? Jumper cables. Greg's looking at me like, really? It's been a long day, you guys. Jumper cables, which I didn't have, and it's unlikely that I need them because, again, my battery's in really good shape. It's relatively new, and it passes all of its little inspections. But just in case you ever do need it, it felt like something smart to just throw underneath the seat and then know that it's in the car if I need it or if someone else needs it. And then the other thing that is safety, so this is another thing I found really, really helpful. This is just a plastic pencil case holder that I got at the Walmart back to school section for about 99 cents. And I put my registration and insurance card in it because if you are ever in a position where you need to pull out your registration and insurance card, it's probably not a great moment for you. You're probably going to be a little stressed. Having this on top of everything in the glove compartment in an envelope where I know exactly where it is, I know exactly what's in it, really reduces the stress I feel about having like, oh, do I know where my registration is? I've also seen these on Amazon. I'm not kidding you, for like $25 for a car passport in like faux leather. Guys, 99 cents, Walmart. Pick it up, throw it in your front seat or in your glove compartment, and don't worry about it. So that's my tip to you. All right, that's the safety stuff that we have in the car. And now I'm going to go over a few of the more fun things. Oof, I forgot 2 more safety things. I won't show them, but one, I have a very small flashlight that I keep in the center console. Again, I have one on my phone, but I find having an extra one just handy. And then I also have a little mace, which is legal in Utah to have, that I also keep in my car. Again, if you're a woman traveling alone, it can be very reassuring to have a little something like that if you're walking through a dark parking lot at night. So, all right, let's move on now to some navigation and more fun and not car safety things, but maybe just safety things. Okay, right, let's move on to a few things that are still kind of safety, but a little bit more the fun side. We always have paper maps when we are traveling. Again, especially in the American West, you're often someplace where you're going to lose GPS service and you want to have a backup map, or GPS sends you down a dirt road or someplace you shouldn't be. So keep a paper map in the car. If you write to the tourism board, the official one, of your state that you're traveling to, they are more than happy to send you one for free. Now we are going to be in Arizona on this trip, so always have a windshield cover. You're going to want that in the summer. Not only is it going to obfuscate anything you have in the car in case you are traveling with luggage or something and you don't want people to be able to see it, but also it's going to keep it just a little bit cooler. So maybe you don't burn yourself when you're grabbing that steering wheel after your hike. We also keep a little trash can in the car. We use this with moderate success. I would say we're not great about putting things in the trash can, but it is helpful to have in the car as a way to corral your trash. I like this one because it has the opening on the top, but then it also has a larger opening if you need it. So kind of handy to have both. I also picked up this on our last trip. I have two of these. These are little hooks that go on the back of your headrest in the car. I love these because I don't know about you, but when Greg is traveling with me, he's in the passenger seat, obviously, and I can't put my purse there. And so my purse ends up getting thrown in the back, and then we get out and going someplace and I can't find it, or it's gotten buried under, like, after a few days on the road, like the back seat is just a disaster, right? So I find this so helpful. I keep my purse on one and I have another one, and I keep my my hiking day bag on that one. So I always have access to both of them. So handy. And again, this was like $5 on Amazon. First aid kit, should always have one. We actually have a tiny one that just has some Band-Aids and antibiotic cream in it in the front console. And then we have this one in the back that has a few more like serious first aid options in it. So highly recommend. We have this one in the car only when we're going on like a longer trip or a hike. The other one is just in the car all the time. Let's talk about my favorite thing. This is the best thing we bought on our last road trip. This little beauty. This back seat organizer. We keep this in between the two seats in the back so we can both reach it from the front seat. And as you can see, it's got two beverage holders, perfect for those moments when we get a coffee at the hotel breakfast, and we still have our water bottles and we want to have all of them. So this serves that purpose. We always keep tissues in here. Wet wipes, if you've seen our videos before, you know I'm obsessed with wipes. I keep them everywhere on these trips. I have some in here. I have a little bag, like a grocery bag, in case we go someplace where there aren't bags. I have some gum in here and some Purell. And then this is also where I keep the maps and everything. And I also have this little case in here, which I love. Because in here, I keep, again, some wipes, as you know, but I also keep a little manicure kit, which, I mean, I'm not doing a manicure on the road, but sometimes, you know, you get a snag. And I also keep a little deodorant for each of us in here, and then again, some wipes and some tissues. And this is just something that if you're popping into a rest area restroom, maybe you don't want to take your big bag, maybe you don't want to take your purse, maybe Greg wants to take something in to freshen up, and this makes the perfect little bag for that. I also just keep this in my car all the time because sometimes you're running around and you're like, ooh, I need a moment. So it's kind of perfect to have. So this is also super, super helpful. And that's kind of what we keep in the car for our road trips, just to help us keep organized. We'll be showing you videos of like what it looks like when we start and what it looks like when we end. So you'll see that we don't always keep it organized, but this does help us a little bit.
But we try.
We try, and that's the main thing. This does help us stay a little bit more organized as we go along and keep the car a little bit neater, especially when you're on the road for 14 days. So looking forward to seeing you there.